Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to the 14 Eagles webinar screen share. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host. We hope you guys had a really good week. We're going into the fall. Things are going to start to pick up in everything. So, we just hope that you can get your friends and family now that, the picnicking is over and barbecues and everything like that now. We can get together, bring your friends and family to the 14 Eagles platform so they can see for themselves what we're offering your friends and family. Because I think if they see it for themselves, they'll jump on this bandwagon and get this train moving faster and faster each and every day. Because that's what we're here for. We're just here to put the information in front of them, let them see it for themselves. You let them decide for themselves. Don't try to force this on them. Let them see if this makes sense to them. Because the 14 Eagles is a very unique platform, and we're very proud of our platform, and we're not forcing anybody to join us. We want you to join us because you want to help other people like we do, help save the world. Brian, with that, you have the call.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Greg. My name is Brian Frazier, and I'd like to welcome you also to the 14 Eagles Thursday night webinar conference call. You could be anywhere else tonight, but you decide to show up with us tonight, and we really appreciate that. First thing, of course, always is just a little housekeeping. We just like to always keep to remind people in reference to the platform. Whenever receiving gifts from anyone, you want to make sure that as soon as you possibly can, we understand it could be at any time and you may not be in the position to log into your back office, but whenever you receive a gift, at your earliest convenience or as soon as you possibly can, we would like for you to log into your back office and go into the gift management section and click on confirm gift and click on the confirm button in that section. All right, it's going to be very important to do that if possible, because anyone that is sending a gift and they're sending a gift to 3 people, they cannot get into their nest until all 3 gifts have been confirmed as being received. Okay, so it's very important that you do that as soon as you can, because we don't want anyone to be waiting around to get into their nest, especially when they have other people that they want to invite into the platform, and they're raring to go, and they can't do anything until you confirm their gift. And so it's very important to do that. So I hope that everyone stays mindful of that. Most people are pretty much doing that, and we really appreciate that. But, we have the few that just getting started, and, they're not used to the process just yet. So, they have to get acclimated to that part, to being able to go in their back office when they receive the gift. It's always a good courtesy as well, is done when you're using the Cash App to send a reply with a thumbs up if possible, just to let the person know that you did receive the gift that you sent. All right, and then make sure you go into your 14 Eagles back office and click the confirm button, and that will help expedite the process a little better, a little faster. Okay. Also, just want to make known again about the OG Pay payment processor. We've been waiting on the OG Pay payment processor for quite a while, and it's finally here. We finally have access to it, and so we're getting the word out to people in reference to the OG Pay processor. We encourage people to get the OG Pay processor if at all possible. We ask you to go to your get with your inviter to see if your inviter has the OG Pay set up already, so they can send you a referral link. If not, then you can email us at controltower@14eaglesden.com to let us know that you need to get a link so you can register for the OG Pay processor. All right, OG Pay, we're looking to use OG Pay in the future for all of our gifting process. because of uh, the all the functions that the OGPay processor has. It fits right in line with what we want to do here with the 14 Eagles platform. And so we're looking to, once we fully vet everything with the OGPay processor and get everything situated with them, making sure that everything is working the way that it needs to work, making sure people are acclimated to the OGPay processor. We're looking to get that attached to the back office, to the 14 Eagles back office. So whenever we do send the gifts, we can send the gifts directly from the 14 Eagles back office using the OGPay processor. And as we do that, then we can eliminate the step of confirming people. Okay, because once we have that set up in the back office where we can use it directly from the back office, then the confirmations will be automatic. And so that's going to take out the step of going back there, logging in, and confirming that you received your gift. It'll automatically be confirmed for you using that process. So we're really, really looking forward to that, because that's going to really help to exponentially make the platform grow. Okay, because that one step alone will speed up the process and in what we're doing and helping the community to grow. Okay, and so we're really excited about that. So it may take us a little while to get that set up and get all of that acclimated. So in the meantime, we're asking everyone to go ahead and get set up with the OGPay processor. It's a mobile wallet, and as you see on the screen here, they have many functions that this payment processor can do. All right, and as just getting set up with it, you immediately have access to have up to $500 in your balance in this account. Okay. And that's without any KYC at all. So that's a powerful thing by itself, okay? Because this payment processor is all around the world, okay, in many different countries, all right? And this is what we've been waiting for, all right? So a lot of the members in other countries will be able to use this because, we didn't have Cash App for the people in other countries. So now having this will really give people an opportunity to be able to use our platform and be able to gift to one another, send and receive gifts to one another in other countries as well as the United States. So it's going to be very, very powerful. All right. And then also another important feature about OGPay is that OGPay affords the ability to people to be able to have an actual bank account. Okay. An actual bank account. All right? And so that's very powerful, because there's a lot of people, not only just in this country, but around the world, that are not even bankable right now. They don't even have bank accounts. They can't get bank accounts. All right? So this is going to be very, very valuable to them, to those people that can't get bank accounts. And so I think that that alone can help people tremendously in dealing in the financial world by having a bank account that they can use, anywhere around the world, and be able to access their funds. So it's very, very powerful. And there's many ways to upload this account from different areas to put money into the account. So, and the fees are very, very minimal, very, very minimal. So we're really excited about OGPay. And in seeing OGPay is a user-friendly account, especially as it pertains to formats that we have, like a gifting platform or MLM and network marketing. Okay, because OGPay is already, it was established for a network marketing company. All right, so it's already set up for that. All right, and so that's a powerful thing. So therefore, we don't have to worry about them, uh, taking away the platform because of what we do, all right? Because they're already acclimated to that, all right? And so that's a good thing within itself. So we're really pleased about that, and we're working on making sure that everything is the way that we need it to be, and we want everybody to get acclimated to using the card and getting it set up, so we can show others how to set it up and use it as well. All right, so yes, get this OG Pay account set up as quickly as you can. Go in your back office, put in your OG Pay ID in the back office, and get prepared, because we're moving into the next phase here real soon to making our platform even more automated than what it is. Okay, so I appreciate you on that. So now, with 14 Eagles, we encourage people, to really take a look at the 14 Eagles platform and what we do. All right, our platform is very easy and simple for most people to use. It's a much different platform than most gifting platforms out there today, and we're very proud of that. Our platform is set up for the masses to be able to use and to benefit from. And we encourage you to come to our community website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com, and click on the 14 Eagles video and watch the video. It's a short video. It's not very long, and it's very precise and succinct. Okay, and if you don't understand it the first time, watch it a couple of times. All right, and try to make sure you understand how the process works. And then right below the video is the information on how to sign up and how to get started sending and receiving gifts. And if you follow these instructions, you shouldn't have any problem at all getting set up and getting going into the platform. All right, so everything is right here for you. Your inviter will help walk you through how this is done. And I have to admit, we've been doing a fantastic job walking people through this process. And I really applaud everyone for helping the way that they have been helping people get through the platform itself and getting started. And it really helps out the admin as well, because you guys are really getting things off to a great start when you get started, and by showing people how to start the process, how to get implemented into the process, and how to use it. And so as long as we stick to these little instructions right here, no one should have too much of a problem at all. And then we really encourage you to really study how the platform works. And you can go here to the tab that says how it works. And the how it works tab, you can go line by line and really study how the platform works. All right? And if you really do that, then it'll give you a better perspective on how you can do this and how it can really grow for you. All right? And so we encourage you to learn as much as you can about the platform, so you can see the different nuances in it and how you can use it and how it's different from other gifting platforms out there as well. Okay, because there's a lot of gifting platforms that are popping up all over the place. And so, we don't want to get confused with those gifting platforms, because, a lot of people come in with their preconceived notions of what they think a gifting platform is and how it works. And so when they look at 14 Eagles, they immediately see that it's a little different than the ones that they're used to seeing out here. And so that's why we encourage people to really take a look at, and study our platform, so they can see just how it works. We have nothing to hide here. And so we want people to actually, really take a good look at it and see exactly how it works, step by step, line by line, and get familiar with it. Okay, and understand, you don't have to explain to people how this works. You don't have to explain it to them. That's why we have the video presentation. But the more you know about it, the more you can help people understand how it works, okay, and get them acclimated to it. So yeah, so it'd be really appreciated if you really study the platform and how it works and convey that to other people as they take a look at it and start to get involved. Now, now our platform, the gifting platform itself, is just one aspect of 14 Eagles, because we're more than just a gifting platform. And a lot of people don't realize that. They don't really understand that a lot of times, because the main thing that people come for most of the time is the platform, because let's face it, everybody needs money right now. Everybody's looking for some type of financial help, especially in these days and times. So so first and foremost, people come and take a look because of that. Okay, because it's a way for people to get help financially, where we can help each other financially, and which is great and is very much needed. But we're more than just a gifting platform. And so that's why we encourage people to come to our home page on the 14 Eagles community site. And when you come onto the home page, we encourage you to take a look at our welcome on the home page. That way you can get a pretty good perspective of what 14 Eagles is really all about and what we do and why we're here. All right. And so as I'm waiting for my page to change here, my computer wants to start acting up and getting slow on me here. So we'll see if we can't get this thing to move. But yeah, our welcome, we really encourage you to take a look at the welcome and really go over and read the welcome. All right, it's not very long at all. It's very short welcome, but I think it's very informative, and it gets straight to the point of what 14 Eagles is all about and what we do and what we're trying to convey to people. All right, and so yeah, the welcome here, as you can see, is very short, and not a lot here, but the essence of it, this is what we're trying to get across, because we're here to, one of our main goals here is to build a virtual community. That's what we're looking to do, a virtual community, because one of our philosophies here at 14 Eagles is we're here to build a community to where we can help people get rid of debt and to wipe out poverty. And we can only do that as a community. We can only do that by working together with one another. Right? And so we can't do that alone. And so this is a community or a platform to where people learn to work together for a common good, okay, for the whole. This is not a Lone Ranger type platform or activity. Okay, we encourage people to work together. All right, that's what it's all about. And so, in building a virtual community, we know that by building a community, if we do that, money will automatically flow through it. Money will automatically start to come because you're building a community. Right? And it's just a basic concept. And, and one of the concepts that we use in building a community is using universal law. Okay? Universal law, God's law. Right? Which states, whatever you give out into the universe, you'll get back in abundance. Okay? And so, that's just a universal principle. A principle that, that's in every walk of life. Whatever type of energy you give out, you'll get back. And that's why we have to be careful on what we give out, what type of energy we give out. You give out good energy, then guess what? You'll get back good energy. You give out bad energy, guess what? You'll get back bad energy. So we want to do this intentionally. We want to put out good vibes, good energy on purpose, intentionally. Okay? Why? Because we know we'll get that back. And have you ever walked down the street and just looked at someone and just smiled? It's hard for them not to smile back. That's That's the type of thing that you want to do. This is what we try to teach here at 14 Eagles. This is the very thing that we want to exude as we get involved in this platform. You know, one of our mottos here, if you go to the top of the page, and you'll see our motto. Let me see. Right here. Give from the heart, share the love, and accept your blessings. That's what 14 Eagles is all about. Give from the heart, share the love, and accept your blessings. That's a universal principle. So when you get involved in the gifting platform here at 14 Eagles, we want you to give from your heart. We don't want you to give to someone else to help someone else out, okay, with the intention on someone giving back to you. No, we want you to give from your heart because it's the right thing to do. And if you give out the right intention, guess what? You'll get the same thing coming back to you, whether you're looking for it or not. It's going to happen, okay? So, you know, we try to put out the notion that, look, we need to stop chasing money, okay? Because money is not it. Money is not it. Community is it. And if we can stop chasing money and put ourselves in a position for money to chase us, then it's a whole different perspective right there. It becomes a whole different perspective. You look at it completely different when you go at it that way. All right? And this is what we're trying to convey to people as they get involved with 14 Eagle. And that's why we always harp on community. Okay? That's what this is all about, community. Because, you know, giving, there's an art to giving. And if you give the right way, then it does nothing but help you in the process. You know, we have a sizzle call that we have. And then on that sizzle call, you know, it even states that, you know, if you do something for somebody, you either give them something or you help them out in any kind of way, you know, people get so appreciative of that. And the smile on their face shows just how appreciative they are when you help somebody, when you genuinely help somebody. You're not trying to help somebody or do something just to get something back, but just genuinely helping someone. When you do that, just to see the smile on their face, to see how happy they are that somebody helped them in that way. Do you know who really benefits from that the most? Not the person that received the gesture or the gift or whatever was done for them. It's the person who did it for them. Okay? Words cannot describe how a person feels after they have done something genuinely good for somebody else and they've seen the effect that they had on that person. The person that has done that gesture, oh man, the feeling is just unbelievable. And so that's the reason why you want to give. Okay? You don't want to give just to get something back. You want to give because it's just the right thing to do. Okay? And so that's what we try to convey here at 14 Eagles. Right? Because it just creates a whole different dynamic. You know, I know in society we're taught a certain way. You know, we're taught that, you know, to get something, you got to give something, you know. And it's all based on commerce, okay? It's all based on, you know, selling and buying, okay? You know, nothing out here. You can't get anything for free, all right? That's one of the main things that's out here. You can't get anything for free. You know, you can't get something for nothing, all right? That's based on commerce, buying and selling, taking and giving, you know. But we're on a whole different concept here at 14 Eagles. And so we're trying to change the way people think and uplift people's consciousness. And one of the ways that we want to try to do that as well is on our video row. Okay, we really encourage you to check out the video row on the 14 Eagles community site. and look at some of these videos that we have down here. There's not very many of them, and they're not very long, but they're very impactful in the information that they share, okay? And a lot of this information you don't get on mainstream media, all right? And you don't get from governments or corporations. You know, this type of information here is designed to help you to look at things differently, to look at things a little more different than what is given to you on a daily basis from mainstream media or corporate or government agencies. It gets you to think. We want people to think. We want people to make their own decisions and not be led by other people's narratives. And so we think that if by taking a look at these videos, and I challenge you to look at each one of these videos, and I guarantee if you look at each one of these videos, you'll come away with a whole different concept, a whole different way of thinking, or at least at minimum going to look for more information, okay, to get more information. Because the more information you get, the better your decision making can be, okay? And you look at everything with discernment, okay? Because we have to learn how to discern information, right? Because perception is everything. And, you know, once we can get the right perception about different things, then we can make a better informed decision on what we want to do. And so that's what we're really here to do here at 14 Eagles. See, here at 14 Eagles, teach one. And we're here to teach each other. See, we don't have to be led by governments and corporations on what to do. We can learn what to do ourselves from one another just by treating each other the right way and helping each other and working together with one another. We don't have to be dictated to by corporations and governments because that's what we've been used to. Matter of fact, it's been done so much that we think that's the normal process, and it's not. Okay, and so here at 14 Eagles, we're trying to help the people get back into control. That's what it's all about. So we encourage you to go through the video row and check it out. See if anything resonates with you. And if it does, then don't stop there. Go a little further and research more and keep researching, because the more you learn, the more you can teach others as well on what you have learned. Okay? And then we encourage you also to sign up for our newsletter. Get into our email database, because we send out emails on a weekly basis. And one of the emails that we send out is the video of the week. And we send the video of the week out because we really try to challenge people's thinking. And we want to give you information that you probably don't otherwise get anywhere else. All right? And so, you know, and we try to do that on a consistent basis. So, yeah, make sure that you join our newsletter. And, you know, at minimum, you know, just send us an email at minimum to let us know that you know, want to get the email updates so we can put you on our email database so you can get the information that we put out, okay? Then also, because we're trying to build a virtual community, we also encourage businesses to get involved with 14 Eagles. We're looking for businesses. We want people to come and share their business with the community. You know, we're a virtual community here, so, you know, what's a community without businesses with goods and services for people to be able to utilize? You know, can you imagine being in your community and there's no business there in your community at all, where you can buy food, buy clothes, get a haircut, get your hair done, get your car washed, you know, all these different things that, you know, businesses, small business is what makes this country thrive. Small businesses, you know, so we encourage small businesses to come and advertise to the 14 Eagles community, all right? Because we're a community. And so, in 14 Eagles platform is not a business. See, contrary to what some people may believe, but 14 Eagles, we don't make money on our platform. We don't make money. What we do is send and receive gifts. That's a whole different process, all right? Because we don't have anything to sell here. 14 Eagles is not a business. It's not a corporation. It's not some network marketing or MLM company. No, it's just a platform where people come together to help each other financially, to help people to get out of debt and to wipe out poverty, all right? But because we're a community and we're a virtual community at that, then we encourage businesses to come to our community so you can make money, okay? So you can do business with the community. And there's nothing wrong with that. We really encourage that. So if you do have a business, we encourage you to come along and to advertise your business to the community so we can put your advertisement right here on the website, big and bold, so they can see what your business is, because you never know who might want to be a part or take part in your business and any goods and services that you may have to offer. All right. So it's best to do it in the community that you're a part of. Right? Does that make sense? So we encourage you to come and check out our business community tab and advertise your business. And we have a way for you to do that. It's a criteria to do that. Okay? Because see, advertising for most businesses is a big budget. Trying to advertise and get the word out about your business, it could cost you a lot of money. Okay? Well, we've kind of changed and flipped the script on that here at 14 Eagles, because now you can advertise your business with 14 Eagles and we don't ask you to pay us anything. Matter of fact, you can't pay 14 Eagles. There's no way to pay 14 Eagles. We don't take payments. We don't charge fees for anything. Okay? Not the platform itself. All right. So, understand, being a part of the community is the key. So as long as you're a part of the 14 Eagles community, all right, then you'll be able to advertise your business. That's all it takes. Advertise, be a part of the community and help build the community, and you can advertise to the community as long as you want. Okay? It's just that simple. It's a win-win situation, because now not only are you part of the community and you're receiving gifts and contributions by being a part of the community, but now you're also advertising to the community where people have an opportunity to buy your goods and services. Powerful. That's powerful stuff. Okay? And in some cases, not all, but in some cases, it may be that you may receive by way of more, you may receive more by way of gifts and contributions than you sell goods and services. Now that's a switch. That's not a bad position to be in, is it? So you get the best of both worlds by having a business and advertising on the 14 Eagles community site. And seeing one of our goals here at 14 Eagles as a community is we're trying to build a database of businesses. Okay? We're trying to build a whole database, not just here in this country, but all around the world. Okay? So if we have a directory of businesses, and you could be somewhere else in the country or in the world, well, if you want to take part and do something or buy something, we say, look, come to the community first and check out our business database, our directory, and see if it's in the community first before you go outside the community. Make sense? All right? Because it's always best to patronize your community first before you go outside the community. You not only do that here, but you should do that in your own community where you live at. Right? Because the whole idea is to keep the money within the community. That's how communities grow and prosper, by keeping the money within the community. All right? So I hope that makes sense. All right? So, yeah, we encourage businesses to come in and get involved with us. Now, also, we have partnered with some very special companies. One of them that I'm proud to say is called Dynamic Trio. And in Dynamic Trio, they have a platform that kind of mirrors 14 Eagles called Fund Me 24/7. And we really encourage you to take a look at that platform in the Dynamic Trio business. Fund Me 24/7 is dealing in the crowdfunding industry, and they've taken the crowdfunding industry by storm. All right, they've really taken it to a whole nother level. You know, crowdfunding got its prominence through the law that was passed back in 2012 by President Obama, called the Jobs Act, where it allows people to be able to raise funds through crowdfunding for any type of project that they may have, be it personal or business. Okay, and so that's where you see the GoFundMe's whenever someone have suffered some type of disaster, and people use the GoFundMe to help raise funds for those individuals. Or you see the Indiegogos and other platforms such as those that help businesses and people with different ideas that they want to try to get off the ground, to help them to raise monies for those ideas and products and services that they've got. So so by the Jobs Act allowing people to be able to raise funds through crowdfunding, through a crowd, then it has changed the game. It has changed the game. And so now, Dynamic Trio has taken Fund Me 24/7 and taken crowdfunding to the whole nother level. All right, so really encourage you to take a look at the presentation of Fund Me 24/7, and you'll see just how it's right in line with the 14 Eagles platform. And so if you find your way in using and utilizing the 14 Eagles platform along with the Fund Me 24/7 platform and Dynamic Trio, oh man, money won't be an issue for you anymore. Okay, once you learn and decide to use both of these platforms together simultaneously, okay, then a lot of your money problems can start to go away. All right, so I really encourage you to check it out and get with someone that is involved in Dynamic Trio, Fund Me 24/7, and get involved, because there's nothing to lose and everything to gain. Okay, and that's why we have partnered with them, because their philosophy is the same as the 14 Eagles philosophy. Helping people to get out of debt and to wipe out poverty. Okay, because understand, our society that we live in today is designed to put people in debt. Okay, it's a debt-based system. That's part of the information that we try to teach people about, is the monetary system in this country, and not just in this country, but around the world. Okay, because it's a debt trap. Our monetary system is a debt trap. All right, and so we're trying to teach people how to get out of that debt trap system. All right, here at 14 Eagles, that's why we're building a community, because we're here to create our own ecosystem. Okay, a circular economy, what it's called. All right, create our own economy, because see, virtually we can do whatever we want to do. Okay, when we're in the society that we live in today, we're beholden by their rules and regulations. Well, when we do our own virtual community, we set the tone and we set the rules and regulations on how we want to run our own economy. All right? And so this is what we want to do: help people to get out of debt and to wipe out poverty. And also, another platform in the Dynamic Trio trilogy of platforms is Feed Me 24/7. So we encourage you to check out the Feed Me 24/7, which is a feeder system for the Fund Me 24/7 platform. I'm telling you, if you look at these two platforms, you can see just how dynamic they are. That's why the company is called Dynamic Trio. Okay, because they have a trilogy of platforms that are right in line with the 14 Eagles platform. And if you put all of these together, your money problems could be over. Okay, they could be over. And so we really encourage you to check that out. And then also, we have partnered with another company called Cutting Edge Techno Solutions, and it's CEATS for short. We encourage you to check out this video because technology has taken over, okay? And if technology is going to take over, then we need to get in line with it. We need to get in line with it. And so we can take technology and make it beneficial for us in what we want it to do. Okay? We don't want to be taken over by technology. We want to take over the technology so we can have it do what we need it to do. All right? And that's what CEATS is doing right now. And so I encourage you to check out CEATS, one of our partners, and go to their website. Okay? And if you click on here on the link to go to the website, this is the training page of their website. And just to show, you'll see that we're partnered with them. You'll see the 14 Eagles logo as one of their partners, okay? And also the Dynamic Trio right along with them. We're all partnered together because we all have a common goal, okay, to create our own economy. And so I encourage you to go to this website and check out all the technology that CEATS is getting involved with and what they do, because they are going to be the progenitors of a circular economy, all right? A circular economy. Right? Because, see, the jobs that we're used to seeing, some of these jobs are going away, and technology is doing those jobs now. So, you know, before we get lost, we need to understand what that technology is and how it can benefit us. Okay? So I encourage you, go through this website. All right? There's different tabs on this website. Go through this website. Check out all the different technology that CEATS is involved with. And see what we're partnered with, because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Right? And CEATS is training people for jobs for this new technology. Right? So we don't want to leave anybody behind. We want to stay on the front end of this technology, on the cutting edge of it. So that's what we're here for. So we've partnered together to make sure that this happens. So this is just the beginning. You're at the right place at the right time, because you know what they say, when you get into something at the very beginning, then the sky's the limit, okay, on where you can go with it. And that's where we are right now, here with 14 Eagles, okay? So, you know, we're trying to do some fantastic things here, and we want you guys to come along with us. Now, before I go any further, I just want to go over something and point something out, because, you know, a lot of times people get confused, you know, and, you know, you heard me say earlier that perception is everything, you know, and, you know, a lot of times people have their own preconceived notions about what 14 Eagles is all about, you know, because especially when you say a gifting platform, you talking about one of them pyramid things again, okay? Well, see, they already have a preconceived notion of what they think it is, you know, what their perception of it is. And a lot of times people get their perception based on, you know, mainstream media, you know. It's so many false narratives that have been put out on the TV. You know, we're a society that, you know, TV dominates our society. You know, entertainment dominates our society. And so a lot of projections from the TV, a lot of projections from corporations, from the corporate world, a lot of projections from government itself, okay, is projected upon us. And we get our perceptions based on the information that we get from them without really looking at the whole picture, okay? And so here at 14 Eagles, we like to get people to kind of round out their perceptions. You know, don't look at things just one way. You know, let's look at other alternatives. Let's look at other information, okay? Because if we get trapped in just one-sided information, then we get the wrong perception. And so I just wanted to put an analogy to you real quick. Before I show you this, I just want to warn you that this could be, you know, a little graphic for some people right off the bat. Okay, so I just want to get you prepared for that. So, real quick, let me bring this up. Here's a picture that I want to show you, and you know, based on perception. Let me see if I can get it up here. Just based on perception here. So when you see this picture here, and let me put it in this way. When you see this picture here, all right, perception is everything. And so, you know, depending on what a person says, when you look at this picture, you could form a certain perception about this picture. Okay? Because, you know, you're looking at a lion with a baby cub in its mouth. Now, you know, it is a fact that in the animal world, especially with lions, lions will eat their young. Okay? Lions will kill their young in the wild. Okay? Whenever a new pride is being started in the animal kingdom, that is proper information. Okay, that is the information that is put out there. And so by knowing that, you could look at this and get, you know, a certain perception about this. And so, you know, in our society, this happens to us all the time. And one of the main culprits, as I was saying earlier, is the mainstream media. Because mainstream media will show you a certain image or a certain event, and they'll frame it with their own narrative. Okay? Because, you know, technically, reporting, you know, reporters are supposed to report the facts. Okay? They're supposed to report based on facts and information, okay, and not narratives. But you see in the mainstream media, they always put a narrative or a certain slant on a lot of stories and events, okay, and it causes people to create certain perceptions. And so when you look at this, this could really look like a lion eating a baby cub, okay, a lion cub. But when you look at it from a different angle or from a different position, then you can see that, hey, look, this is just a mother taking care of her baby, okay? So perceptions can be skewed in different ways based on different narratives. And until you get the full truth, you can't make an informed decision on what you should think about a certain situation. And so I wanted to use this. I saw this and I wanted to use this as a perfect analogy about perception. And I wanted to show this because, see, this is the truthful view of what we were just looking at. Okay, but the narrative can be shown to make you get a different perspective on what you had saw. And so in that, your perception of reality depends on what you see and are shown. And a lot of times in our society, we get the wrong perceptions about things based on what we've been shown and the different narratives that are put out there. So that's why here at 14 Eagles, we try to teach people, look, get the full story. Just don't take people's word for it. Don't take 14 Eagles' word for it. Get the information and go and research it for yourself. Get all the information that you need to make an informed decision about what you want to do or what you want to believe. Okay? That's what it's all about. And that's why we need each other. Okay? We need each other to teach each other, to get information from one another. Okay? So we don't walk around here blindly thinking one way when it's really another way. Does it make sense? I hope so, you know, because we're going into a time right now to where things are getting very, very volatile out here, especially politically. Okay? And so we don't want you to get the wrong information. We don't want you to get skewed in any kind of way. We don't want you to get the wrong perceptions about things, because people get wrong perceptions about 14 Eagles all the time until they really see what we're doing here. Okay? And then their views start to change. So we really wanted you to take a look at that and see how that is. Okay? So now, what I want to do real quick is do this. I want to bring someone up real quick before we end this. See if he's here. Dwayne, if you're open, if you could, just open up your mic real quick. We have a college project that's going on.
I am open.
There he is. And with our college debt project that we have going on, we've started this a few weeks ago, and we're trying to get the word out about the college debt project. And Dwayne has put this together. He's done a fantastic job putting this together. And we're trying to get a hold of the college students, okay, to get them involved, because they have a perfect opportunity to be able to work with one another and to keep themselves from getting rattled with student loan debt, okay? And so what I wanted to do is, Dwayne, if you can, just briefly go over the college debt project and the Net to Kill the Debt movement for everybody, so they'll know what's going on with it and how they can get involved.
Okay, gladly. Greetings, everybody. Hope you had a great week. The college debt program is really an initiative we have is nationwide, and our objective is to impact every college there is, not only just the 2-year and 4-year colleges, but also trade schools. Any place where there's a tuition, where there's a bill that's being created that's helping providing an avenue, if I may, for an individual to go through a training process or an indoctrinating process, if I may, so that upon the completion of that, they can now pursue a particular career to start moving forward. Unfortunately, that leaves a pretty bad trail of mounting debt that many of them are not even aware of. They don't understand debt. When you're 17, 18 years old, you really don't understand what that is. Your job is just to go to school, get good grades, and stay out of trouble. And a lot of times, because of the lack of financial education, that information is missed. So therefore, we find out 4 to several years later what debt is. And it's kind of like, man, if I had only. So what we're trying to provide here is an avenue through 14 Eagles where it is affordable for anyone. It's only one time out of pocket of a cost of a sandwich, a cup of coffee, to actually become part of this community and just share the concept with everybody else. The bottom line, we're taught to be independent. We're taught to be big boys and girls. We can function on our own. We can do our own thing. We have our own, it's I, me, my. And then we find ourselves having to struggle to take care of that big bill. There's a reason why people do not go out and buy $80,000 to $100,000+ cars. Okay, it's too expensive just to drive around. Well, do we really need to spend that much money in order to get, certified or approved so that we can actually move into a certain field? I mean, a lot of fields require that you have experience, and that having that degree is not enough. They want practical involvement. I know people that went to college, didn't finish up college, but went right into a field and started working and developing. So now here they are, very proficient in that field, are very efficient as well, and people are coming out of college and they don't even match with them even though they have a degree. So the whole thing is kind of jaded. The bottom line is we want to give them an avenue of which they can obtain what they're looking for, looking to achieve, want to support that. But let's kind of cut back on this bill here too. It's not necessary for it to be that high. And it's just a matter of everybody working together. The bottom line, it's teamwork throughout the entire community. You're going to build your own team throughout the community, and it's virtual and it's nationwide. Potentially, it's up to you. And we're asking you to reach out to those who are going to college, those who are getting ready or aspire to send their children to college. This is a program that, as long as the parents are involved, and they're, of course, 18 and above, they can actually sponsor and support their children through this process. And there's a lot of children out here, especially this past summer, who missed out on summer employment due to COVID. So they're out here, and you have those that really don't have the right mindset that really could care less about, how someone comes out on the other end, and they're committing crime. So we're offering an avenue here. I mean, $6 is nothing for these kids to obtain. And so we do have an avenue here that can actually help them in terms of creating a fund that they can now start to look at managing for themselves. This is a way of which they can start taking on some responsibilities financially in preparation for their future endeavors. And, they may be athletes or whatever the case might be, artists. Well, this is a way in which they can fund that. The parents don't have to come out of pocket necessarily. So it's just a matter of just being smart. It's called leveraging, working together. I can probably push the car by myself, but I can push a lot easier if I had 10 to 20 or 100 people helping to push that car wherever they can fit. We can make that thing really roll. So the bottom line is, stop working by yourself all the time. Let's work together collectively. Take that edge off of one another, regardless of how much money you claim you have. And you may very well have it. But again, it's about community. Because if something happens to you and you don't have that, what do? So again, it's all about coming together. So we're just trying to provide support. So if you know anyone who's in college, you know someone who aspires to go to college, you know somebody who's already been to college and is beyond 10, 20 years and they're still paying on their college loan, somebody's not or using a very smart approach to this if that is the case. So we're just here as a possible solution. It's a great solution to help to resolve that issue. So reach out to your people. Post it on your Facebook. Get out to your social media. Talk to people. Don't be afraid. They're not going to bite you, and if they do, they're not going to bite that hard. But just get the information out to them. Just say, hey, we're building a community. It's $6 one time. Get plugged in. Hey, how about it? And this is not limited to college debt. This is any debt, any expense, any of them. Car loans, mortgage, rent, a reoccurring bill like rent, savings for travel, or something that you're doing in the community. Whatever it is, food, everybody eats. So it's there. Utilize this program. Utilize this community. Build a community. Let's work together. Let's net to kill the debt. Back to you, Brian.
Fantastic, excellent. And let's get the word out, because kids need this. And as I've always said, it just makes no sense to me. Kids go to school, go to college, for however long they go to college, graduate from college, and before they get their first job, they're rattled with student loan debt. That's crazy. It
causes you to not be a member of this community.
Definitely. So let's get involved with that, and let's help out. All right, real quick, before I go, I want to make sure that I give him an opportunity, because Mark Stevens, if you could open up real quick, I want him to speak on behalf of Dynamic Trio, Fund Me 24/7.
Okay.
All right, Mark. Yeah, just real briefly, go over, talk about what you do with Fund Me 24/7 and Feed Me and the Dynamic Trio, and what you do on Mondays and Thursdays as well.
Okay. As Brian has probably told everyone, our programs, especially our Feed Me platform, is somewhat just like 14 Eagles. In other words, what our mission is to eradicate poverty out of the world and get people out of debt. And Feed Me 24/7 is a feeder program into our Fund Me 24/7. So in other words, it's one time $10 out of pocket, and you basically share it with a couple of people. And then what it does, it creates money, and you use that money, and it automatically sets up Fund Me for you. And Fund Me just like 14 Eagles has a number of tiers, and when you get into those tiers, you get more donations and donations and donations. And in the Fund Me, actually it's crowdfunding because President Obama signed that in the act on April 5th, 2012 under the Jobs Act, and it's called crowdfunding. And so on that platform, you're allowed to raise up to $1 million for any project that's legal, moral, and ethical. So, and what we do is on Monday, well, Monday we're doing our Millionaires program. You definitely want to get on that because we'll teach you a lot of things because we want to help people become millionaires. And on Thursday, we actually present the Feed Me and Fund Me platform. We go through it from beginning to end, and we answer all the questions and make sure that everybody understands, because that's where you raise those donations and receive those donations to fund your project, whether it's building a house, starting a business, helping a nonprofit, whatever you want to do. It just has to be legal, moral, and ethical. And that's basically how it is. So we're very excited. And Brian, by the way, I just got off the phone with Joan, and she's very excited to get back into 14 Eagles. She's doing that, and she's doing the full Feed Me and Fund Me as well.
Fantastic.
She's got 3 other people waiting to come in behind her.
There you go.
She said she went to get her hair done. It's a nice story. She went to get her hair done, and she was talking about it. And then the owner said, "I want to get into that," and 2 other people said they want to too. So it's amazing.
Wow, fantastic. All right, thanks, Mark. Great, great. That's fantastic. See, so yeah, it's powerful. I'm telling you, both of these platforms. And by the way, that's Mark Stevens. I forgot to mention that's Mark Stevens. He's the facilitator of Dynamic Trio. And he's doing a fantastic job over there. And I tell you, 14 Eagles and Dynamic Trio together we call it a double barrel shotgun to debt and poverty. That's what we call it. Yeah, we're here to do some great things. We're trying to help people, not just in this country, but all around the world. And so we need help helping people, and that's what it's all about. All right. And so to close this out, I want to go to our fearless leader, Greg Phillips. Greg, go ahead and close us out, brother.
Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate it. Mark asked great story, man. Really great story. And Dwayne, we'd like to thank you too. And the important thing, like what Mark is saying, is very important. If you don't talk to people about it, they're not going to know about it. You got to talk to people, man. Because you never know who they know. And that's the fun and the beauty of what we're doing here. You don't know who these other people know. They might be a minister of a church or a big organization that's looking for help. And this is the best way to help each other out, in this day and time. So, we ask you again, let your friends and family know. Like I said, the summer's over, the barbecues are done. Let's concentrate on trying to help each other, reach our goals, and that's what we really want to do. So again, please bring your friends and family every Thursday night to the 14 Eagles Screen Share webinar. Let them see it for themselves, because that's what this is all about. It's just sharing information and let them make their own decision. With that being said, Brian, I just want to say one more thing. Like I said, when you talk to people and you ask them about, have you ever heard of 14 Eagles? And they say, what is it? Tell them, hey, it's just some ordinary people coming together to do extraordinary things to help save the world. And that's what we are. So with that being said, Brian, back to you.